Hello everyone, I'm Selvaraj Sanjay from ENH iSecure. I hope you have already watched the presentation video. In this demo, I'll be showing you how we can automate user offboarding using Okta workflows. The goal of this solution is to ensure that whenever a user is marked for deactivation, all their access, group memberships, and associated devices are automatically removed without any manual intervention. Let's start here in the Okta admin console. Let us navigate to directory, groups. In this setup, we are using a dedicated group called deactivated users. Whenever a user is added to this group, it acts as the trigger point for our offboarding workflow. Now, before jumping into the workflow, let us look at the application configuration that enables device management. Here, for Okta Workflows OAuth application, if we check the granted scopes, you can see that I have added okta.device.manage, okta.devices.read. These scopes are essential because they allow the workflow to fetch devices associated with a user, deactivate those devices, and permanently delete them from Okta. This ensures that the workflow has the required permission to fully handle device offboarding. Now let us navigate to directory, people. Look at our test user, Tom Cruise. As you can see, he currently have access to 5 applications and also present in 5 different groups. If we check his devices tab, he has a registered laptop and a mobile phone. Our goal is to move him to the deactivated group and watch all of this disappear. Now let's move on to the Okta workflow console. To set up your connection, head to connections. As you can see, I have connected with Okta devices. For that, click on new connection and search for Okta devices. Click on it. Enter the connection name and input the client ID and client secret, which you can find under the authentication tab of your Okta Workflows OAuth application. Enter the domain URL, ensuring that it doesn't include the HTTPS and -admin. Now click on create to establish the connection. Now let's move on to the workflows. As you can see, I have created 3 flows here, one main flow and 2 helper flows to keep the logic modular and easy to manage. Let me first open the main flow. The first card in this flow is the event triggerer, user added to group. This flow gets triggered whenever a user is added to any group in Okta. From this card, we get important details like the user information, the admin who performed the action, and the group ID. We use this group ID to verify whether the user is added specifically to the deactivated user group or not. The next card is continue if condition. Here, we compare the incoming group ID with our deactivated user group ID. Only if the user is added to this specific group, the workflow continues. Otherwise, the execution stops here itself, which ensures that this flow only runs for offboarding scenarios. Next, we use the get user groups card. This helps us fetch all the groups that the user is currently a part of. We pass the user ID from the triggerer card into this step. To process these groups efficiently, we pass this data to a helper flow. Let's navigate to that helper flow. This is the first helper flow, which is used for group cleanup. In this helper flow, we receive the list of group IDs and the user ID. These records are used to process each group individually. Using a get multiple or iteration logic, we loop through each group the user is part of. Next, we use a lookup card to identify whether the group falls under our exception criteria. Specifically, we check if the group is either the everyone group or the deactivated user group. There are two key reasons for excluding these groups. First, the everyone group is a default Okta group and we do not have permission to remove users from this group. Second, the deactivated users group is intentionally retained so that all offboarded users can be organized and viewed in one place for better tracking and management. So based on this check, we ensure that these two groups are skipped and the user is removed only from the remaining groups. We using a continuous condition, we ensure that if a group is one of the exception, we skip it. Otherwise, we proceed with removal. I have also added a error handling using if error card. This is important because Okta does not allow removing users from certain external groups like Active Directory groups. So, if such a scenario occurs, the error is handled gracefully without breaking the flow. Finally, using the remove user from group card, we remove the user from all applicable group. This ensures that all access granted via group membership is completely revoked. Once this step is completed, control returns back to the main flow. Back to main flow. Next, we use the deactivate user card. This immediately disable the user access in Okta. Now moving on to the device cleanup section. Since there is no direct card available to fetch user devices, we use a custom API action card. Here, we pass the required endpoint URL to retrieve all devices associated with the user. In response, we receive a list of devices in the response body. We then pass this response body to for each card, which allows us to iterate through each device individually. To handle each device, we pass the data into a helper flow. This is the second helper flow, which is used for device cleanup. Inside this helper flow, we first extract the required details using a get object card. Here, we provide the appropriate path to retrieve the device ID from each record. Once we have the device ID, we perform two key actions. First, we deactivate the device, then we permanently delete the device from the Okta. These actions are performed using the deactivate device and delete device cards. These cards are available through the Okta device connection that we configured early with the required scopes. Using this connection, the workflow is able to securely perform both device deactivation and deletion operations. This ensures that every device associated with the user is properly handled, leaving no active or residual device access behind. Now let me quickly demonstrate how this workflow works in real time. Here I have a test user Tom Cruise. As you can see, the user is actively assigned to multiple groups and have access to these applications. Also under devices, we can see that two devices are currently associated with this user. Now to initiate the offboarding process, I will add this user to the deactivated users group. This action will trigger our workflow automatically. Let's quickly switch to the Okta workflow console and monitor the execution. Let us go to the execution history. Here is the execution history. You can see that the flow has been triggered successfully. The workflow is now validating the group, removing the user from all the other groups, deactivating the user, and processing the associated devices. This entirely runs in the background without any manual intervention. Let us see the offboarded devices for user helper flow, and you can see the remove user from all group workflow. All the cards has been successfully run and it is validated. Now back to the admin console. Let's verify the results. As you can see, the user has now been removed from all previous groups. The user is only part of the everyone group and the deactivated user group. Since group memberships are removed, the user no longer has access to any of the applications. And if we check the devices, we can see that all associated devices have been deactivated and permanently removed from Okta. So with just a single action adding the user to the deactivated user group, the entire offboarding process is completed automatically. This is how we can achieve a fully automated and reliable user offboarding process using Okta workflows.
Thank you so much for watching this video. We would also love to connect with you on other platforms.